turkey talk, knowing what to say, when to say it, how to do it. There's 3 calls. If you can master those calls or halfway master those calls, you can kill a springtime turkey, man. Plain yelp, make sure you know how to plain yelp, make sure you know how to cut, and make sure that you know how to cluck and purr. Right. If you could do those 3, you got her matted. To get a sound out of a mouth call, it's sort of difficult at times. You know, it's one of the hardest calls to master and to learn. It took me 2 weeks to ever get a sound out of one when I first started. And when I actually ended up figuring out what in the world to do, I had the call turned around backwards. Wouldn't advise that. That could be bad. Get a sound out of your plain yelp or get a sound out of your call, and then you're going to simply drop your jaw and roll it over into a yelp. So it's going to sound something like this.
You've got it faced that way, okay.
Mm-hmm. So we've got a sound. Okay. We're going to go from that sound to dropping our jaw. So we break over into a plain yelp of the hen. What you're going to do to get the basic sound or get a sound out of a turkey call, if you can imagine the palate of your mouth, you know, and your tongue, all right, you're going to keep the tip of your tongue at the bottom of your teeth. You're going to ridge your tongue up into the palate onto the latex of that call and push up on it and start just huffing air out of that call or blowing air out of that call. And it goes across the call, which in turn gets your sound out of the call.
Okay. All right, so that first call you did was called?
Plain yelp of the hen. Let's do a cutting sequence. Make sure you keep cutting the 1, 2, and 3 notes rhythms and break it up. Just make sure it's not a broken record. Do something different. And that's cutting the excited hen.
All right. So 3-2 pattern. Is that what you
said? Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Make sure that you break it up though. Don't just start pop, 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 pop. You know, you want it broken pattern. Pop, 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 pop. You know, make sure that you don't get into a, I don't know, a turkey rap, so to speak.
Okay. All right. What else?
Cluck and purr is one of the most seductive calls that you can use on a whole longbeard. When he's 75 yards away or 50 yards away and he's closing the distance and you need him that extra 15, 20 yards to put him within range of your shooting distance, cluck and purr is the way to go. It tears him up. Cluck and purr means when a hen's doing a cluck and purr, she's content. She's feeding. Nothing is wrong with her. Nothing's alarmed her. Everything's kosher in her atmosphere at the time. Her little realm and world that she's in, she's there and nothing's got her on guard. So cluck and purr is very vital when you're actually trying to be able to harvest a longbeard. A lot of guys do it a different way, 2 different ways. Some do what I call the motorboat. All right, when I first started turkey calling, I used the motorboat way of purring. All right, and it's funny. I actually had to take my finger and start my motorboat. All right, and they use their lips and they, all right, and that's how they purr. Not as realistic as using your tongue and rolling your tongue. If you can use your tongue, except with a mouth call in, you're going to be that much more realistic than the motorboat style. All right, will the motorboat style work? Absolutely, you'll kill a turkey with it. All right, but at the same time, I want to be as realistic as I can in the woods, so I'm going to learn how to cluck and purr using the roll of my tongue. So let's demonstrate a cluck and purr. Notice I threw a little bit of plain yelps in there too. You know, add that realism to your calling. Make sure that you don't go in the woods and be a dry caller. Make sure that you're real, you're effective, and it's going to make you a better springtime hunter.